there everybody, this is Krista and welcome back to the Krista Chronicles, and today we've got a walkthrough of a new release from Lo Scarabeo. It is the Royal Animals Tarot. I am so excited. This felt like to me a similar-ish, again at least from like what I could see from these preview images of a deck that I'm not remembering what it was called now, but I think it was also a Lo Scarabeo deck, but anthropomorphic animals, but it's out of print. And I've just never been able to find a copy for a reasonable price. And so when I saw this coming out, I was like, yes, I think this could totally scratch the itch. But also like the royal element, just be entirely, of course, its own thing. I'm so excited because I really loved the anthropomorphic animal thing, but mix like a medieval vibe into it, yes. So right off the bat, I love the pattern on this box, that like rich red, what would you call this pattern? Brocade? I don't think I'm saying that right, but I think that's the term. Beautiful, beautiful two-piece box that is the size of the cards. Very exciting. So it is a standard Lo Scarabeo size, which again, love. Is there anything on the back? No, there's no descriptors or anything on here so far, so we're just gonna get right into it. Here's our guidebook. Let's see. It's thick, but that could most likely mean that we're gonna get into some other languages. Yes, okay, so here is the width of like one language, so whichever it is you're using, that's kind of what you're getting. But you do get some really good sized paragraphs for each card, which I really like. It's not just like a sentence. So to me it feels like a more concise guidebook, but a good amount going on there for the meanings, just like with the pictures taken out, which totally okay with. Cool. It looked like we had some spreads at the beginning. Oh, you know what? We'll read that introduction. Yes, the nobility of beast spreads. That is so much fun. I love that. I love too that the space used for the spread, you're getting a unique spread. You know, it's not like how a lot of guidebooks will say like, okay, here's like your standard 3-card spread. Like you're getting something different, which I think is cool. All right, let's get into the introduction here. The tarot is both ancient and continually evolving. The possible expressions of the tarot's mysteries are limited only by the human imagination, which is to say, they are limitless. The Royal Animals Tarot was created by Severino Beraldi, who used the legendary Visconti Sforza deck as inspiration for an Italian Renaissance-styled tarot that is both timeless in its messages and innovative in its imagery. The human animal is on a soul journey through life, as depicted and guided by the archetypes of the tarot. Find the animal expression within yourself through these original and imaginative cards. So fun. All right, see you. Oh, I love this. Hold on. This is something new to see, because Lo Scarabeo usually comes wrapped completely in plastic, which is what it is, I suppose, unfortunately. However, I've never seen this before on a Lo Scarabeo deck. It says 100% compostable. I'm going to have to look into that, because I do have a compost bin. I'm curious about that. What does that mean it's made of? Because it really feels just like regular plastic. But regardless, love to see that. That's super, super cool. That it's compostable. I'm gonna look more into that and definitely put it, I say bin, it's kind of more, well, there is a bin, but it's mostly just a pile. But composting is very approachable for anyone, if you've just got, you know, the area to put it, I suppose. All right, I'm gonna pause and get this plastic off so you don't have to listen to that noise. Okay, so included in the deck, where usually you get one of those Lo Scarabeo cards, instead we have a memory card. So I guess Severino Beraldi must have passed in 2023, so super cool, super cool that they are putting out this deck in memoriam. So let's read a little bit about him. Severino Beraldi was one of the great Italian artists of recent decades. His long and prolific career as an illustrator is embellished by resounding successes, such as the Shogakukan Award he won in Tokyo in 1981 for a series of illustrated biographies, or the meeting with Pope Benedict, why can I not say that? Pope Benedict the 16th in 2007, to whom Beraldi personally delivered a special artwork inspired by episodes from the Gospel. His collaboration with Lo Scarabeo began in 2002 and produced some of the most iconic decks ever made. To him goes all the affection and gratitude of the Lo Scarabeo family. That is so beautiful. Hold on, I need to know. I'm not great with creator names all the time, so I need to know what other decks, if there's other decks that he has done. It's sounding like, I'm wondering if it's that he put out the decks or he like collaborated, you know what I mean? But no, they're, oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna read off to you. So it's the Panda Tarot from Lo Scarabeo, Tarot of White Cats from Lo Scarabeo. What in the world? I just like, again, not great with names. But now it's looking so familiar. Tarot of Druids, Marseille Cat Tarot, Ramses Tarot. Oh my gosh, a lot of the really iconic Dragons Tarot. A lot of the really iconic Lo Scarabeo decks are illustrated by Severino Beraldi. This is so cool, and of course, so sad that he's passed, but what a beautiful gesture to put this out as a memorial and to have, again, usually it's like a Lo Scarabeo card, but to put this so intentionally, I think is so beautiful and makes me, usually I take these cards and just like put them somewhere else, but I'm going to keep this with the deck. I think that's just, I don't know, I really like that. That's really nice. All right, anyways, so these are the backs. They match the box, which, so loving that. Beautiful. Shall we zoom in a little bit more? I think so. Royal Animals Tarot. Okay. Oh my gosh. I know this is not going to be everyone's cup of tea, for certain, but personally, anthropomorphic animals make me laugh. I think it's great. The Magician. High Priestess. So cute. The Empress. Oh, words are not coming out of my mouth right today. The Empress with the shield is super cool. I love the detail of the stars on her dress. The Emperor with a phoenix crown. This caught my eye, like what he's holding. It's interesting. The Hierophant as a lion. I like that. The Lovers. Oh my gosh, it's a fox and a dog. That's totally making me think of Fox and the Hound. The Chariot. Again, we've got this, like, holding this, some sort of sphere and scepter mirrored that was in the Emperor. It's just very, very interesting. Oh, with a smoking volcano is kind of cool. Huh. Strength. The Hermit. I love all the different dogs we're getting. That's so good. The wheel. I like how you have the 4 different animals surrounding. Justice. Looks to be maybe like a fox on a horse in the background. This is an interesting image because we have our usual look at justice with like the figure with the scale and the sword, but then in the background we have a knight. Almost kind of feels like a, like justice as a system versus this like, I don't know what the term would be, almost like vigilante justice sort of ordeal. Or like justice and then the figure who carries it out. I don't know. A lot of different ways to see that. I'm really enjoying how the backgrounds really feel like they blend together. It's like we're really in this same world. I'm almost getting this feeling of like I'm standing in the middle of this field, and as I turn in a circle, there's these different figures all in the same field, which is really, really cool. And something about these mountains, the mountains and the sky and the grass, I don't know why, but it's making me think of The Sound of Music. Like that scene when she's running on the hill, it looks like that. Ooh, the raccoon for the hanged man is really fun. Death. Temperance. We get a lot of dogs that look like this, which makes me interested to know. I wonder if it's like, what's that breed? It feels like a lot of like beagles, but I think they're like Cavalier King Charles, question mark? Interesting too that it feels like this water's getting poured out just straight onto the grass instead of the usual body of water. The devil as the bulldog is so good. It just feels so fun. Like, I don't know why, especially seeing, like, the naked bodies with the animal heads is like, what? But I just think it's so much fun. It definitely stands out from the other anthropomorphic decks I have. Like, I'm already having the feeling of, like, this is different, because the other ones I have would be, like, Northern Animal, does that a bit, and then, Tarot of Curious Creatures. This is feeling like a whole other ballgame, like they're pulled out of these medieval paintings almost. The star, that's so pretty. And there's just a brightness to this that I really, really like. And it's the only word I'm finding to describe that, but I don't know. It feels happy. I think that's the term, perhaps. The moon. Look at this. That is so beautiful. I love, too, with these shades of blue, it's like with the star, it's sort of like we've just reached that dusk, but then when the moon is out, it's that, like, deep, dark night. And then the sun! That's so good! Oh my gosh, that is so silly and fun. Judgment. I like the cats. That it's dogs in the grave and cats who are doing the judging makes a lot of sense. And then the world, they're so cute. Is that the Vatican? Is that what the Vatican looks like? I think it is. So interesting. It's definitely has this, you know what it is? It's got this like Italian fresco feel. That's what I'm looking for. Is that what they're called? I think I'm using the right terminology. My art history was very good at some point, but that was many, many years ago. I think fresco is the word I'm looking for. It feels like it could have been taken right from that, which is why I also think I'm getting, like, that idea of, like, I'm standing in the middle and I could turn in a circle. I think that's also where that feeling's coming from. Ace of Cups. I love the pink sky. Two of Cups. 3 with the bunnies. Oh, and I love the grapevine. 4. I love all the robes. 5 of cups. It's interesting because this figure doesn't look sad. Doesn't it almost look like she's mid-twirl and maybe knocked this cup over? That is really interesting. 6. Oh, a wolf and a little wolf puppy. So good. But again, interesting how the adult wolf is sort of holding this cup just out of reach. 7 of cups, that is so good. I love that pointy cape. That is so much fun. Look at the little kitten in this one. 8. Oh, look at this. They're painting the classic image of the 8 of cups. I don't know, maybe I should bring that closer. Can I? You see that? Oh, how neat. 9. 10, so cute. You've got our page. Knight. Queen. And king. I like him. Something about him I just like. Okay, onto the coins. We've got the ace. The 2 of coins. Ooh, I like the way... I'm getting caught up on what to call. I was like, this dog but human legs. I'm just gonna say dog, whatever. The way the dog is holding those coins is really interesting, and also like with the water and boat in the background feels kind of reminiscent of the 2 of wands, which is interesting. 3 of coins. Love that. 4. 5 of coins. 6. 7. 8 of coins. So we're definitely getting a lot of the classic tarot imagery here. So I definitely feel like this could be one of those like easy reader kind of decks, but I am excited to see what that guidebook has to say. We've got the 9. Well, this is interesting though. Usually we just have the 1 figure, and here we've got 2. I've never read though with a Visconti deck, so I am not familiar with that and like, you know, what that involves. We've got the page. Knight. Oh, the poodle as the queen is so good. I love that, especially like with that, the idea of this poodle. I feel like that's often used for a symbol of luxury in a way. Love that. And the king. Okay, we've got the Ace of Wands. The 2 of Wands. Yeah, see, interesting. This one, usually, you know, we see the water in the background, but now we've got the mountains, which is cool. And I like in the sky we have this trail of birds, which really feels like it fits in with the theme of the 2 of Wands. I like that a lot. The 3 of Wands. 4. 5 of Wands. I love the colors and the clothes going on. 6. Ooh, that's a cool Seven of Wands. I like that with the snake. Super cool. And it doesn't show the dog figure here necessarily on higher ground, just having a natural vantage point. Eight of Wands, I love that. Just looks like this dog is sprinting down the road, which is funny because, you know, it's on human legs, but you would see an actual dog just doing that. Nine of Wands. And 10. Page. Knight. Yeah, the pink skies are so good. I really, really like that. Queen. I'm wondering too, because just thinking back to that Queen of Coins, she had very, like, yeah, the blue and pink shows up. Does that show up in the Queen of Cups? No pink, but we get the blue. Which is cool. I do like the repetition of that blue color for the Queen. And the King of Wands. Alright, last but not least, the swords. Love, again, that we're getting this cat for the swords. I think that's so fun. Ooh, Two of Swords. I love these night skies, too. Something about how the sky and background is done is just, I don't know, I'm really, really liking it. The 3, that's so good. I'm excited to I can't say that word either. Familiarize myself with this guidebook, because I can kind of tell it's seeming like there is some places where, and perhaps it's due. You know what, let's read the 3 of Swords, just for fun. Armed with not just one sword, but 3, this smug person has sharpened away any softness of spirit that might have made him lovable. In his quest for power, he has forgotten about the pleasures of society and sharing. Consider carefully before you engage. Interesting. I need to learn more about Visconti decks as well, because I'm guessing based on that, it must, you know, differ in some places, not in others. Because some of the cards, like the imagery is very recognizable to me, and sometimes it's not. So I am feeling very excited about that, actually. 4 of Swords, because I love to learn. I love to learn new things. 5. Haha, that's such a good 6 of Swords. I love the directionality we're getting of not necessarily going away from us, but kind of almost like speeding past us. 7, I love that monkey, so cute. 8. I love the shadows of the branches on the ground too, kind of adding to that illusion of being trapped. 9, oh poor kitty. 10. Interesting. Alright, we've got our page, knight, queen, and king. Awesome! I'm excited! This is definitely one that I'm gonna be using the guidebook with, since I am not familiar with Visconti decks. Oh, amazing. It is the usual low Scarabeo cardstock, so you know it's a magical shuffle. Should we find some pairings? I think we should. I think that'd be fun, especially with this kind of deck, which is very different from other things I have, but I've got some ideas for pairings. So I'm gonna go grab those, and I'll be right back. All right, I got 3 options here that I think could work with this deck. All right, so the first one is the Supra Oracle. I feel like any sort of like medieval-ish seeming, I don't know if medieval is quite the right thing, but this kind of vibe. You know what I mean? The Supra tends to be the one that goes with it. How do I feel about that? Oracle. I mean, it's one of those decks where it's like, it goes with most things, but do I love it? I think I would use them together. Interesting pair-ups we're getting here. That's cool. Stillness with the Five of Cups and the Moon. Yeah, I think it's okay. It's okay. Alright, that's the Super Oracle. Again, not bad. I would use them together, but not wowing me. Alright, next I grabbed Coastal Curiosities, which has a different kind of vintage feel to it, but one that I think could work. I think the colors could go really well together. We're not even somewhat lined up. That's okay. What do we think? I don't know, are they too different though? With that vintage, almost like the vintage era they're portraying. See, when it gets like the deeper color in that background, I like it better. Do I love it though? I think I like it better than the Supra. Okay, that's Coastal Curiosities. Alright. This next one is the one I kind of felt the most confident with. And as always, I would love to hear in the comments if anyone has some other ideas. Because you guys always give me the best ideas. But it's the Star Lore... What's it? The Star Lore... Arcana? That's not sounding right, but I think that might be what it is. I think this could go really nicely. It has a bit more of that like old world Italian feel. Okay, already I'm liking this. Yes, okay, this is the matchup for me. I love this. I feel like this is taking what I thought might work from the first two and putting them together into the perfect mixture. Because, like, we've got the neutral background that I thought was really going to go well with the Supra. But then the bit of color I feel like I was missing that came through with the Coastal Curiosities and put them together to this perfect recipe, right? Yeah, I really, really like this. Okay. Amazing! I'm excited. Alright, so that is the Star Lore Arcana. I will have links to everything below as usual. But other than that, that is all I've got for today. I'd love to hear what you think about this one. I'm really excited to get into this one. I think it's fun. The artwork is really beautiful and just... I can't think of another word besides fun. I think it's just going to be one of those ones that just makes me smile, and that's always good to have around. But I'm really excited to explore this style of deck as well. I love these backs. Oh, so good. So, other than that, I hope you're having a great day so far. I'll see you again very soon.